There are more than 50 true wireless earbuds here in front of me, and it can be really confusing to choose a good set. So today we're gonna make a short list, 16 of the best for different reasons, and yes, there's gonna be a couple of exceptional surprises. Goedendag, weer DHRME. Don't have remorse making exceptions.
The first on our list is something you've either heard of a lot or haven't heard of at all. The SoundCore Liberty 3 Pro. In terms of features, these have pretty much everything. ANC? Check. A killer app with a lot of features? Check. And a dual driver designed to deliver solid sound quality? Check. It can connect to two devices simultaneously, something the industry calls multi-point. And the best part is that these buds get discounted very often. You can pick them up for as low as $99 when on sale. Latest prices are in the description, so check out the links for the latest deals on them. Helps the channel and costs you nothing extra. So we've said the good stuff about these buds. The not so good stuff? Well, the case is a little big and we don't think it's the best designed. The sound can be a little piercing if you're treble sensitive. There's no low latency mode for you gamers out there, and we never got a great fit with these. But here's the thing, if these fit your ears and you like the sound like many people do, these can be the best true wireless earbuds money can buy.
From something cheap to something pricey, the Bang & Olufsen X. These are the best sounding true wireless earbuds in our opinion, period. If money is no object and strong noise cancelling is not a requirement, you should definitely pick these up because they are so comfortable and sound so great. That's a lot of so's, but seriously, nothing on this list beats the Bang & Olufsen X. X's cost a lot of money and this one is worth it. So let's go to a recent release from another well-known audio company, the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 3. Sennheiser has really pulled up its socks on this one, and how. It's better in every which way than its predecessor, and one of the best premium buds we've tested recently. A great redesigned app and wings for a better fit make it a very well-rounded set of true wireless earbuds. The ANC and transparency is also top notch. To our ears, they sound pretty good, and if you're a bass head, these will be certainly nice and bassy for you. Highly recommended, but still not the cheapest out there. The case is also a bit chunky and not very pocketable, but other than that, well done Sennheiser.
And now for one of the surprises on the list. This is most likely a company you've not heard of before, but they're very fun in your ear. And yes, that's the name. The Earfun Free Pro 2. Things we like? The compact design and solid build of the case, the decent sound and good fit. These are our go-to buds if we need something pocketable. The Sennheiser we talked about are great but don't fit well in jeans pockets due to their girth. No such problems with these. These also come with wireless charging, and bonus, these are the cheapest earbuds on this list. And there isn't really any compromise when it comes to these buds. Sure, they aren't the greatest sounding buds and they don't have an app, but the touch controls have all the choices your heart could want. And who wants to have an app that shares all your privacy data anyway? But if you don't mind a slightly shady app, the Edifier NeoBuds Pro is easily one of our most loved wireless earbuds. They've been out for a while now and still pack a punch, especially in terms of sound. With LDAC on board, the best sounding codec, these have a rich, fun, dynamic sound. To boot, their ANC is one of the best on this list. They're comfortable, calls can be very clear in quiet environments, and even though it doesn't have bells and whistles like wireless charging or multi-point, we still find ourselves recommending this to people.
And if you're talking about calls, we gotta talk about Sony. So Sony has a lot of buds. This video tells you about the 5 best ones. But anyway, Sony's microphones have caused much consternation in the past. But with their latest LinkBuds S, something has shifted. These are Sony's best true wireless earbuds in many ways. Great ANC, a clear transparency mode, very nice and compact design, and all the goodness of Sony's fantastic Headphones Connect app. The Sony WF-1000XM4 might be the most premium thing that Sony has to offer, and it's a pretty good product, but the LinkBuds S actually beats the XM4 for transparency and calling. So yeah, if you want Sony, we don't think you will be disappointed with the LinkBuds S. Very good offering from Sony. And that brings us to the XM4. These look way more stylish, have way more bells and whistles, like wireless charging, better ANC. They sound quite good after some tweaking in the app. And you know what? They're a pretty good set of earbuds. Unfortunately, Sony still doesn't support multi-point in any of its in-ear buds, which is a shame, especially for this premium price. But the mediocre call quality and the hybrid foam tips that Sony provides don't work for everyone. A big downside for the XM4. We just advise you to get Comply foam tips or SpinFit ear tips to make the most of your Sony WF-1000 XM4.
And speaking of tips, here's another company that you've probably not heard of before, the Lypertek Z5. These are amazing sounding earbuds and so loud. And they come with 3 types of tips that give you 3 distinct types of sounds. One for extra bass, one regular, and one set of foam tips. It's an interesting approach, and that solid hinge action on the case is the most satisfying on this list. But in all seriousness, these earbuds sound pretty good, and more people should buy them because Lypertek has done a good job with them. On the downside, the 3 types of tips can be finicky and it's not a very elegant solution. Also, the lack of multi-point and auto pause could be a turn-off. But we won't judge what turns you on or off. And you know who else turned us on? The Technics AZ60. Again, not as big a name in the mainstream consumer electronics world, but this is an audio company that knows what it's doing. The AZ60 is such a solid product and has such a cult following that we almost got bullied into reviewing them. They sound fantastic, are pocketable, do excellently with calls, have a full featured app. There are so many things to like about these buds. The only thing we didn't like is a particular characteristic of the sound. You can check out the full review here. But it can also do multi-point. It misses a few extras like an in-ear sensor to pause music, wireless charging, and the transparency mode isn't great. But on every other parameter, this is a very good product that is a bit steep in price.
What was also steep in price when it was launched was, yes, we did miss out on this one, the Apple AirPods Pro. But now they can be found a bit cheaper and still sound very, very nice to us. Their transparency and noise cancelling led the industry when they were released, and they are still in the top tier for those 2 parameters. If you're an iPhone user, to use a cliche, these just work, well, most of the time. And it's no surprise that these are seen so often out in the wild today. A very solid set of earbuds from Apple. Of course, if you're paying list price, you may need to exchange a kidney for an Apple, since even after all these years, these are still a serious bunch of cash. But with the newer generation rumored to be releasing soon, these prices should fall. So again, latest prices in the description. To prove that we're not ageist, here's another older set of buds that's still pretty decent. The Jabra Elite Active 75T. With a high water and dust resistance rating at IP57, these are great for workouts. A very bassy set of buds that sound pretty good and have multi-point. Jabra's app is also A+, giving you all the customization you could need. They can be had for a bargain and are very usable for you work from homers as well with their excellent microphones. The downside is that these are slightly old and you can't just use the left earbud on its own, only the right one. Also, the ANC and transparency mode are below average. To add to the confusion, Jabra has a bunch of new true wireless earbuds. So to help you, we compared every Jabra true wireless earbud in this video.
Hey Rohan, you're not the only unageist person here. Let me talk about the fairly old Bose Quiet Comfort buds. They look like they're a stone from the Stone Age. Their comical size notwithstanding, these buds pretty much tick all the boxes. Despite their age, they have the very best noise cancelling for in-ear buds that we've tested. I mean, we even compared them to some over-ear options in our review. Over time, Bose has also supported this product well by adding, among other things, the ability to EQ these already very good sounding earbuds. These also do calls very well, so if portability is not a big deal and you get a good deal, we'd snag these for sure. In addition to size, other downsides are the slightly weak treble performance and the fit, which may not work for everyone. Okay, let's just talk about something else for a change. If you're tired of plugging your ear holes, we have a couple of options for you. We come back to Sony for their open ear designed link buds. They looked odd to us at first with a hole in the buds, but they're a convenient offering if you're not after sound quality and don't plan to use them in very noisy environments. Their very compact case footprint, comfortable fit in the ear, and the ability to be aware of your surroundings make them a favorite for a walk or a bike ride.
And if you're into doing your outdoor strolls or bike rides but want to look fashionable at the same time, then we've got to recommend the SoundCore frames. These are audio sunglasses with little speakers built into the stems. We like the convenience it offers by being a 2-in-1 with plenty of touch controls on the stems, with a feature-rich app and decent battery life. And if you don't like the style of the sunglasses, then SoundCore gives you a couple of other options that you can swap out. They obviously won't be our pick for sound quality, and since they do have little speakers, there will be sound leakage, but we've gotten compliments from others on how good we sounded on phone calls. There's just something special about having your sunglasses on and making phone calls from them. If, however, you're after a little less fashion and a little more activity, then the bone conduction headphones from Shokz get a shout out. Either the Open Run or the Airpex, which we have here, is the same thing, different name, or the new model, the Open Run Pro, depending on your budget. They're IP rated to the gills, comfortable, fit securely, and keep those ears open to danger. So perfect for workouts. Again, you don't want to buy these for sound quality, and you will crank up the volume in noisy environments. Be aware of that. But since these have decent microphones for calls and multi-point support, we even get a little less active and use them as a work from home device. Everyone's bodily orifices need some rest once in a while.
And if you want to choose the best in-ear buds for working out, the Beats Fit Pro is a pretty good choice. That big sound is perfect for getting your adrenaline pumping for those nasty workouts our dumb sacks of meat require. Okay, too dark? Fret not, these will make the music sound great. The wingtips could help with getting a secure fit, but we found them to be a bit sharp. Unfortunately, those wingtips are not removable either. And even though they are an Apple product, they still come with an Android app to make some basic adjustments. Man, I'd love to take a look at the Android developers at Apple. They're probably hidden down in the basement. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, fitness. The Sennheiser Sport is also a decent fitness option as far as earbuds go, with an IP54 rating, which is quite good. You also get a product from a well-known brand at a cheaper price. They unfortunately don't have noise cancelling and have made the choice to give you two types of ear tips: Aware for hearing more of your surroundings and Focus for a better passive seal. Not the greatest idea, but it kind of works if you're into replacing ear tips. On the downside, even though they're cheap, you can still get buds at about the same price or lower with ANC or transparency, and no mucking about with ear tips.
Another outstanding product you probably haven't heard of is the One More Evo. One More has an interesting name, and that can maybe throw you off a bit, but it really shouldn't. This is One More's flagship and is totally deserving of its flagship status. It has a premium aluminum case, a glass surface on the buds with a nice detail. Also, these are very compact looking buds that have dual drivers and sound very good using LDAC. Multi-point, wireless charging, and in-ear sensor. It's got the works on paper, and as our full detailed review says, it does match expectations to a large extent. There are some quirks, like the multi-point is experimental and the fit was a bit finicky, but overall we would certainly recommend the Evo. And last but not least, this is something you may not think of because they're basically given away for free, but the Galaxy Buds Pro from Samsung are one of the best true wireless earbuds offerings we've seen in terms of their crazy transparency modes that give you super hearing, very good ANC, their compact size with their wireless charging, and get this, these are easily amongst the best sounding true wireless earbuds we've tested. Yes, Samsung and sound. In terms of deficiencies, they don't come with an iOS app. The Android app has no EQ adjustment. The controls can be a bit finicky. And although the oval ear tips are super comfortable, they are not as secure as, say, the Bang & Olufsen or something with wingtips like the Bose or the Sennheiser. But still, these are the most underrated true wireless earbuds out there and have some of the best water resistance at IPX7.
That's our roundup of our favorite buds and bone conduction devices and sunglasses of this year so far. We featured every single product we mentioned in our other videos, so go check those out for more information. And of course, we'll help you out by linking those in the description, right next to those affiliate links if you decide to snag a product we've mentioned. You've been our favorite of this year, and we've been DHRME. Namaste.